Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we are going to discuss working with the lists in R. R list is the object which contains elements of different types, like strings, numbers, vectors, and another list inside it. They can also contain a matrix or a function as its elements. In other words, a list is a generic vector containing other objects. What are the lists? How to create them? How to retrieve elements or items from the list? How to use them? How to work with them? And how can these be utilized in making the sampling distribution of sample statistics? Now let's create a simple list. Now the statement used to create a list is list and parenthesis. It's a function. Now we are going to create three vectors to create a list out of them. V1 is a simple vector of numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and V2 again a simple vector by generating a sequence from the first 10 integers with the increment of 2. Now create another vector by taking a random sample from first 100 integers of the size 5 with replacement. Now let me run the code first. So here is the same code. Let's execute it, Control R. Now to check whether these vectors have been created, let's write V1 simple vector of numbers 1 through 5, then V2 again a vector generated by sequence command, and V3 by taking a random sample. So these three vectors of the numeric type, of the same type. Now let's combine them into a list, and this is the command, this is the function used to create a list, and within parentheses V1, V2 and V3. Sorry, there should have been written V3. Okay, let's correct it. Now let me run the whole command, Control R. Now it's a list of, by combining V1, V2 and V3 together and assigning it to the variable data so that we can directly retrieve it. Now to retrieve the elements from the list, these are the commands we run. Like if you just want to view the list, I will write the list name data, and if we want to retrieve the elements, certain elements out of the list, then we will use this syntax, list name, and within double brackets I will write the item number, the element number. For example, if I want to retrieve the first element of the list named data, I would write data and double bracket 1 double bracket closed. And again, if we want to make some computations on the list items, we would use the list name and the element number with the double brackets, as we have taken the mean of the first element of the list data, which was the first vector actually. So let's come to the R console, and again I would like, if I want to view the list, I would write data, and here I can see the list. Now as you can see, this double bracket, and within these brackets is 1 showing the first element of the list data, and this is the second element of the list data, and this is the third element of the list data. Okay, so we can access or we can retrieve the elements or the items out of the list using these double brackets. Alright, let's take another example. Let's create another list, this time not of the same type of the vectors. So let's take a vector V1 of the numbers only, V1. Again create another type of the vector, let's text vector V2 having these characters A, B and C. And the third, let's take the third element by generating a matrix of these 12 numbers and creating a matrix of the dimension 4 by 3 and assigning it to the variable M1. So let's run this code also. Now let's see, V1 is a simple vector of the numbers, v2 was the string vector or a text vector, and m1 was the matrix of the dimension 4 by 3, as you can see here. So now let's combine these different types of the elements into a list by the name data1. So this is a command. I would run this command. Now as you can see, I have now combined v1, v2 and m1, and where all these three were of the different type. v1 and v1 was the numeric vector, and v2 was the text vector, and m1 was the matrix, and I have combined them into a list and assigned this list to the variable data1. And as you remember, by the definition of the list, it's an object containing, which can contain the objects of the different types, elements of the different types. So here this is the example of the list containing the elements of the different types. So again, if I want to view the list, I would write data1, this name of the list, and I can see that these different elements of the list. The first element is the simple vector of the numbers, the second element is the text vector, and the third element was the matrix. And if I want to extract a single element out of this list, so I will like for example, the first element I would write data1 with double brackets. So Control R, and I have extracted the first element out of the list. Now if I want to perform any kind of computation on the any element of the list, I would again access the element with the double brackets. For example, if I want to find the mean of the first element, first vector of the list data1, I would write mean data1 and the first element with the double brackets. So Control R. So this is the 3 is the mean of the vector 1 2 3 4 5. Now again, if I want to see a particular element of the first vector, that is the third, like for example, if I want to view the fourth element of the item 1 of the list data1, I would use the command like this. That's it. The list name was data1, and this one with the double brackets was the list element, and again this bracket indicates this is the fourth element of the first item of the list data1, which was 4, as you can see over here. Now about the third element, which third item of the list, which was a matrix, I can retrieve any element of the matrix using this commands like this, Control R, and as you can see, 3 with the double bracket means was the third element of the list data1, and this was the third row and the second column, the element from the second column and from the third row. Now as you can see, these double brackets can sometimes be inconvenient. It's not necessary to access the elements using the double brackets always. We can also create the list by using the names, or I can say by giving the names to the elements. So the command, if I run this command, Control R, so see what I have done is I have given these vectors the names. v1 I have called serial number the vector v1, and I have named v2 as names. I have named matrix as mat. Now let's see what happens if I want to view the list. I would just write the name of the list data1, so I can view the list. Now this time the elements were referenced not by the double brackets but by the $sign. So I can extract any element of the list using the $sign. For example, if I want to view the matrix from the list, I would write data1 $mat. Mat was the name given to the matrix. So Control R, and as you can see, I have data1 was a list name, $, and matrix was a name of the element. So I can extract the certain element of the list by using the $. Now this was the another example. Now let's use the lists in another way. So here are the statements for drawing samples with and without replacement and samples within specific values. Now when we draw a sample, let's get back to the when we draw a sample, we have a vector of the values. When we draw 10 samples, we have 10 vectors of the values, and when we draw 100 samples, we have like 100 vectors. So we can create lists of these samples to be saved and used whenever we want. Now here is a here's an example. We have a variable SAM of the type list, and here is a for loop with 10 iterations. Here is a statement sample of drawing samples from the first 100 integers of the size 5 with replacement, and this sample to be converted into the list and as an ith element to the list SAM. And when these 10 iterations are complete, we'll have 10 vectors of the sample as sample. Now let's run the code and see what happens. Now this is the code, and let's run it, execute it. Now see, here the 10 iterations were executed, and as a result we have 10 samples. If we want to view the 10 samples, I will just write SAM, and here I can see the 10 vectors as samples as a list elements, and this is the first element of the list SAM, second element, third element, and so on. Here are the 10 elements of the list SAM. If I want to extract the specific element, then for example the fifth element, the fifth sample, I would like extract that element with a double bracket with number 5 within it. So Control R. So this is the fifth element out of this whole list, and as you can compare, this is the fifth element from the list, and this is the again which I have extracted the fifth element, the fifth sample out of the list. Now I can find the mean of this sample just by this command, mean of the fifth element of the list SAM. Now let's get back to the next slide. Now here's a question. Let's do an exercise. Construct a sampling distribution of sample means by taking 100 random samples of size 50 from the population of first 1000 integers. Then compute mean and variance of the sampling distribution of sample means. Now as we understand, we have a population of first 1000 integers from 1 through 1000, and we need to draw 100 samples of size 50 each. Then we'll find the mean of each sample and the variance of each sample, so as to have a sampling distribution of mean and variance. Now for this task, what we have done is, there is a variable SAM of the type list, there is an array of the variables named x bar, and we have defined a population from 1 through 1000 and have been assigned to the variable pop. Now here is a loop to draw 100 samples. So this is a statement sample of drawing samples of size 50 from the population named pop, and converted into the list element and has been assigned as an ith element to the list SAM. Now within the loop, the mean of the each sample has been found and has been assigned as an ith array element to the array x bar. Now let's run this. Now here, if you want to view the samples, we would write SAM, and if you want to view the sampling distribution of x bar, for that we would write x bar, and this is the mean of the sampling distribution of x bar, this is the variance of the sampling distribution of the x bar. Now let's run this code. We get back to the console, and this is here is the code. Simply we will run this part, Control R. Now after the execution of the code, let's view the samples SAM which have been saved into the list SAM. These are the 100 samples of size 50 each. As you can see, this is a 100 sample of size 50, and as I scroll up to view, to let you see all the samples, these are the all samples. Okay, this is the first sample, as you can see, with the double brackets, first item of the list SAM, second item, third item, and so on, and we have 100 list items which are the samples of size 50 each. Now if I want to see the sampling distribution of arithmetic mean of the sample means, so which have been saved into the array variable x bar, so I would type x bar, and these are the 100 sample means. So this is the sampling distribution of sample means. Okay, now if you want to find the mean of the x bars, here the mean of the x bar, right, I think it was not executed completely. Okay, this is the mean of the x bar. Now see, this is the mean of the x bar, and simply the variance of the sampling distribution of the sample means. So this is the mean and the variance of the sample mean. That's how you can use the lists to save the sample vectors, and then to make the sampling distributions, and then find the mean and variance of the sampling distributions, and do certain verifications. Now let's come back to the slides and let's do another question, another exercise. Now here's another question, drawing 100 samples of size 5 from binomial distribution with number of trials 10 and with the probability of success 0.5. So, and then compute the sample mean and the variance, then compute population mean and the variance, and make comparison. So here again, if we see, here is a variable SAM of the type list. There is an array element named mSAM to save the sampling distribution of sample means, and there's another array variable vSAM to save, to keep the sample variances. Now these are the parameters defined, number of trials 10 with probability of success as 0.5. Now here is a for loop with 100 iterations to generate 100 samples. Now here is a command, here is a statement R binom for taking random sample from the binomial distribution of size 5 with these parameters n and p, which have already been defined over here, up here. Now this sample will be converted into the list element and will be assigned to the list SAM as an ith element. Now then we will access the contents of the list element, ith list element named SAM, find its mean, and will be assigned to the array element mSAM as an ith element. Again we will find variance of the ith sample, and will be assigned to the array vSAM as an ith element. Now here if you want to view the samples, then we will type SAM, and this is for this is the mean of the binomial distribution, which is NP, and variance of the binomial population, which is NPQ, and this is the cat command for finding and for displaying mean of the sampling distribution of means and the corresponding population mean in an appropriate manner. Similarly, again we have used the cat command for displaying the mean of the sampling distribution of variances with the corresponding population variances. So let's run this code. Let's get back to the R console, and This is the code, similar code which we were discussing just now. Now run the code, Control R. Now if you want to see the samples, all samples, 100 samples of size 5, I will type SAM, and as you can see, these are the 100 samples of size 5 each. Now if I want to find the population mean of the binomial distribution, NP, and variance is NPQ. Let's execute it also. Alright, now cat command, let's execute it, Control R, and we can see the display in a corresponding manner. This is the mean of the sampling distribution of sample means 4.99, and the corresponding population mean 5, which is quite closely matched. And again, secondly, this is the mean of the sampling distribution of variances, which is 2.7, and corresponding population variance, which is 2.5, which again quite closely match. So that's all for today class. Okay, thank you.